AC burnout. That's a term that it's like he who should not be named. We don't even want to say it. We don't even want to think about it. But I've seen that circulating around the YouTube sphere, and I've even seen it circulating a little bit around the community, because the last two updates have done nothing new. They fixed good bugs, but they haven't cut it in terms of us getting the updates we want. And today, that is what we're talking about. Big updates that bring NPCs, new shops, and new features to the game to really get us going. I'm rocking the tie-dye. I'm rocking this guy. Just wait till you hear how he is gonna be used in the game in this epic fan updates video where we take your ideas and run them through the brain cog machine of my mind and see what comes out the other end. Usually it's pretty sweet, and we've even predicted a heck of a lot of actual updates. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hope you're having a fantastic week. Doing this video a little later in the week than normal. Let's do a little 360 spin here. Check out my outfit. Feeling good. Kind of looks like a tropical storm, which, by the way, it seems like one is heading towards Florida, so please be careful out there. Please be careful if there's bad weather anywhere. Please be careful if you are in the midst of a pandemic. Oops, we are. Welcome to America, where the, goodness gracious, I'm not even going to get into that. But let's talk about some interesting updates. You guys are always on point, and I love it. Make sure to smash that like button if you're ready for the big kahuna, and that is what I call 1.5. If you're ready for that to descend, Sherb has somehow stayed on my island despite my best efforts to kick him off. I want to goat kick him, Billy Goat Gruff style, straight into the stratosphere, which might sound rude, but dude, I didn't even want the guy. He just showed up. He just showed up, and I know a lot of you love him, but he ain't my cup of tea, and I'm out of tea. So I need some tea. Tea recommendations in the comments down below. Everybody, what's up, members? Hope you're doing good. See you guys on the stream. The next one is Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern. In the meantime, though, everybody wants faster movement methods. And this always confuses me because, like, I think you can move around the island pretty darn quick. Ooh, Starbits. I think of Starbits as Starburst. They probably have different flavors. Pink one's always the best. Kyberson says skateboards, bikes, and roller skates. Now, Kyberson and everybody else who has been advocating for bicycles, roller skates, wagons, freaking, what are those things called? I used to have one, the swagways, like the hoverboards. Why do we need these? This is the update that I understand the least, because I think that the island is not that large, and I think it's pretty easy to get around the island quickly. The only thing that's cumbersome is climbing, and believe you me, no set of wheels is going to make the, I can't pluck because I have no rooms to shuck. But I can't bury these bells. No, I can't. My wallet is full. Dang it, that present. Oh, gosh. I crushed the present with the flowers. Or I crushed the flower with the present. The flower swallowed the present. Venus flower trap. It's a present eater. It's freaking Santa's devil. Swallowing Christmas glory. Anyhow, I think you move around the island very fast, and the idea of having something that expedites that process even more seems like it would get cumbersome. But hey, everybody is pushing for this idea of new vehicles on the island, so I'm gonna give it, you know, give it the shine that it needs, give it the spotlight. A lot of you want this. I just don't know if it's actually really going to be beneficial. What does sound very beneficial, though, is this small update from Emma. One of the updates I want is to know your island stars. So basically, you don't have to go to Isabel all the time asking. Maybe it can be on your passport or your map. I love that idea. I'd love to be able to throw up this map and be like, look, yo, check out Peach Reef. It is the coolest, craziest, most boppin', beautiful island. That word just... Baluful. It's like beautiful when it's not all the way quite there. It's a 3-star island, and I'd love to be able to showcase that so everyone knows Zach isn't very good at designing. It would be a great advertisement for my island, which is kind of basic, but has a few nice features like that, boom, the entryway, and ooh, the flowers all overtaking, and that's about it. But yeah, I think this is a cool idea, Emma, and I really think they should better advertise. I mean, the thing that you can progress the most in this game is your island star rating, so why not give it a little bit more attention? Now, Princess Midna comes all the way from Twilight Princess to give us a little bit of love and a new NPC. She says, I think we should bring back some elements of Happy Home Designer. I know, not the best game, but just hear me out. Okay, yes, the spin-offs I don't think are the best for AC, but I'm going to hear you out. What if Lottie and Digby came back again, but this time instead of decorating the interiors of buildings and exteriors of houses, what if they had you design specific areas to a theme? And this sounds remarkable. I think we need more tasks and more purpose in our game, especially as we wait for updates and features. Say they ask you to plot out a part of your island, kind of like plotting land, and they ask you to build a library. They give you a list of what might look nice, but it's all optional, of course. You get to decide. This could help people come up with new ideas for their islands, as well as have a fun gameplay element of trying to impress the home designers. It wouldn't just be based on the amount of items in a certain color like the recent Cyrus quest either. It would be based off of items that fit the theme. So wooden bookshelves will boost your rating for a library. Springy ride-ons would boost it for a playground theme, and so on. Yes, Princess Midna, bring back Digby. Look, he's on my freaking hat. He's practically here right now, but in 2D, and I want to see him in 3D. I want to get that in 3D in front of me, in front of you, in all the filters of the rainbow. Digby, do it up right. And I like this idea of questing with different island themes and having to build areas that are representative of that. Obviously, you could skip Digby's quest. You wouldn't have to follow his plan. You could do your own thing. But for players like me whose island, I don't know what I'm doing with it, it would be a way to give a guiding light. And if you've already built out your island and you want to mix it up and you kind of don't know and you want some inspiration, well, Lottie and Digby could be the happy island designers that help lead the way. And I think that'd be a very fun way to, repurpose your items, organize your collection, and complete some quests that would keep us occupied until the boy Baruscha farming, cooking, all of that eventually arrives later this fall. So thumbs up, Midna. Trulu says, if they do end up adding the coveted farming to the game, I would imagine that Nook's Cranny would get an upgrade with Leaf selling his flowers and shrubs there, as well as the new vegetables. That way Leaf can have his own shop, since I don't really see anyone else selling you the vegetables unless they add a new NPC. And this is a good thing to think about. I was actually considering this recently. How are they going to distribute the vegetables? We basically know that cooking and farming are coming to the game thanks to the datamines, which have been so spot on for just about every other single update. Tia might be sleeping on Ninja over on Twitter, but I sure ain't. He has the best, awesome info that helps us predict all of the new updates. And, we're really good guessers as well over here. I think we've been pretty freaking on point. Who's going to sell the veggies? It makes sense that they would be at Nook's Cranny, and it would be nice if Leaf moved in and got his own counter. Or I guess you could bring in some other NPC, but it probably would have to be somebody new. I don't think vegetables are going to be seasonal, so there's no way that Jack would just sell you pumpkins and squash. It would need to be someone that could exist year-round and be the facilitator for the new farming and cooking elements. This is an important role, and maybe since Leaf has kind of slimmed down in terms of his usefulness, maybe they will expand his arsenal with all of these new upgrades. I think that makes the most sense, but of course, I'm always down for a new NPC. And if you want to bring in a bat or a hog-nosed snake, call me. Now, along the same lines, Beefy Boy says, hey guys, I just thought today of this. It's something small but nice. For example, in Timmy and Tommy's shop, Nook's Cranny, how there is a door leading up the stairs. Imagine off shop hours, you could go up the stairs and find Timmy and Tommy. It would be like their house up there, their living quarters. And you could also maybe do it with the Plaza and the Able sisters. Yeah, I think that's brilliant. Where do these characters go when the shop shuts down? Did the Able sisters just sleep on the floor? Did they get all cozy in the dressing room? Did they bunch all the clothes up and just make pillows and blankets out of them all? And where do the boys Timmy and Tommy end up resting? Does Nook take them home? We never see anybody exiting or boating away, so where do they sleep? I want to find out. And if Leaf ain't going to move in, I want to move in. Let me figure out what's going on the upper floor of Nook's Cranny and where the heck the rest of the island employees work, live, eat, and sleep. I want to know. I think that'd be cool. We get to see all of our villagers and their houses. Why not see the titular characters and the NPCs where they like to live? Oh, Teresa, you're almost doing me dirty because I'm going to want this so much, and I don't know that Nintendo will ever be able to make it happen. She says, I just had another amazing idea, and this one truly is amazing. Let's zoom in. We're going to pretend that we're calling Teresa on the phone to hear this. Teresa, fill us in. Ice skating and ice fishing. Your ponds freeze over in the winter, and you can now walk or run over them. Be careful, though, because you can fall if you move too fast. You can buy a pair of skates and go ice skating. You learn a new tool DIY to drill a hole to ice fish out of. I'm way too excited for this, and I know it'll probably never happen. You're right, Teresa. It probably never will. But Nintendo, if you're listening to anything we ever talk about, you got to modify the waterways. All of my favorite updates involve the waters. I want to be able to put floaties in the ponds. I want to be able to place items in my rivers. And now in the winter, why doesn't the water freeze over? Obviously, the ocean cannot, but the smaller areas absolutely shouldn't. I think it's a brilliant idea to have ice fishing with new creatures down there, new things to add to your Nookpedia, and skating. That way you could build out a really big pond. You could water work your way towards a beautiful ice arena and hang out with your friends. It would be beautiful and cute, and maybe you could even press A to pirouette. I don't know. I think it would be pretty freaking nice. I love this concept. Why doesn't the stuff freeze over in the winter? That makes no scientific sense. If nothing else, it should for that reason. And man, if you're going to do the aesthetic, which I would love by itself, then do the functionality and give us something to do out on the ice. I think that is miraculous, Teresa. You got the idea of the day. Tyrannosaurus Lex has a super sweet name and a super sweet idea. It's not that big of an idea, but it's one that could have big implications for a lot of us who maybe started a little too fast. I would love the option to rename your island. When I started the game, I didn't have any theme in mind and was struggling to come up with a good name. Now that my island is well developed, my name doesn't really reflect the theme, and I just in general don't like it anymore. I feel like this should be added to Isabel's menu in Resident Services for either a Bell or Nook mile fee. P.S. This is my first time making any post in the Discord. Love the channel, love the community. Love you too, Tyrannosaurus Lex, and your name again. Special shout out. Make sure you guys are joining that Discord. It's a phenomenal place, and you get your ideas featured in this video. But I think this is great. Renaming the island, and fine, charge us a fee. It's a big decision to name your island, and I guess if they want to charge a little bit of a price tag, that seems perfectly fine. So if you do want to assess either a bell amount, and you can make it steep if you want. You want to make it like 100,000 bells or something, 500,000 bells to change the name, so it's not like people are just constantly changing their names and Nintendo has to monitor all of the changes. But after a while, I think you should be allowed to switch it up, especially if you want it to more accurately reflect your theme, your new island design, your new life motto, or whatever. I think renaming would be just swell. Last but not least is Kimba180, who says, I wish you could put custom designs in folders so you can organize them better. Plus, they can make the folders hold the same amount as the default custom design menu, and that way we can have more storage for custom designs. One of my favorite unsung parts of this game is the custom designs, and I constantly have to replace mine because there aren't that many slots. Look, we've been playing this game for 4 months. We've all been enjoying our islands together for 4 freaking months. That's approximately 120 days, and we do not have enough slots. I love the idea of folders. I think that'd be really great. I'd love to group my AC characters, my hats, my hoodies, my Disney stuff, my gaming stuff, my nature stuff all together in specific spots. And it seems like if you had little folders, that would be such an easy, simple way to increase the slot count. Frankly, I can't understand why Nintendo wouldn't want to increase our slot count. All it does is encourage players to play more, work harder on their designs, share them more, use the new feature of the kiosk to search. It just makes sense. Unless they plan to sell it to us in the future, I can't quite understand why they wouldn't just open up a little bit more of the data space for some of these designs. People have been requesting it since the beginning, and we just don't have enough. What do we even have? 5 by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 50 slots. 50 sounds like a lot, but it goes so fast. And I think if they could make it, 500, that would be really nice. And I think that's not too crazy. I mean, you have to download these designs and save them, and maybe it just gets too much for the game to handle all at once. I don't know the inner workings. Perhaps there is some actual coded reason for why they can only handle 50, but fine, double it, triple it, 150. Give us 3 pages, even if we have to, like the name change, buy the pages at the Nook Mile Terminal or, God forbid, DLC. But look, at this point, I would pay $2.99 for 100 more custom design slots. I really would. And maybe that's silly of me, but just to get it over with, I would. They really should add it for free because it seems super simple. But come on, Nintendo. We've been begging for this one forever. And I hope that in a future update, they do address some QOL issues and maybe give us this. I like Akimba's idea. I think folders would be fantastic. Static over here putting on a show. And of course, he shuts up just as I say, come on, do it. Real professional of you. Real professional. Well, hey guys, thank you so much for watching and being a part of this channel and this journey throughout the awesome summer months of AAC. We are ready for a new update. I really am. And I think it's going to happen either at the Direct next week, which is supposed to take place on the 28th. That's the big rumor. And honestly, I believe it. I think Nintendo is ready to go all out, and I'd love to see some AC representation there. If not, I think you're looking at about the second week of September, but they usually release the trailer a week early. So I think we're going to find out what's coming soon. Make sure to stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, turn that notification bell on, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, all those places so you know as soon as the stuff drops, I got you covered, and I'll tell you and show you exactly what's up, and we'll all have epic fun together. This is the greatest AC community there ever was. So much fun, so much friendship, and I hope you guys are enjoying your time with me. Thank you so much. Smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below which of today's updates you like the best, and everybody, from the bottom of my heart, I love you. I appreciate you. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart out there. Until next time, members, special shout out. See y'all on the streams. And I'll see you guys on Nook Talk, where I make my co-host debut next Wednesday, 6 o'clock Eastern. We'll talk about that later. For now, though, everybody, thanks again. SwitchForce out.